So the audio on the Vizio just went out, and I want to show you guys this in real time. So watch what happens. I try to mute, right? And I unmute, mute, unmute. When we get close to it, mute, unmute. Nothing happens. Trying to raise the volume here, and nothing. There isn't any audio coming out of this TV now, and this is a brand new OLED. Now, there's some that might be thinking maybe I'm being unfair to the Vizio. We'll go over to the audio settings, and the speakers are on. I can turn them off, turn them back on, turn on my auto. No audio whatsoever out of this Vizio OLED. And I think that's some bullshit, because this is a brand new television and I'm already having some serious issues with it. Now, of course, I'm sure the whiners in the comment section are going to say, my TV's fine, I don't have any problems, but this is an issue that you could run into, and I'm showing it off because of that. So again, disclaimer, just because I have this issue doesn't mean you'll have it, but also doesn't mean you won't. And I'm really getting fed up with this because, like, what the hell, right? I'm going through different options here. Nothing's changing. No variation of adjusting the speakers are doing anything for me. So I just wanted to show you guys this because this is pretty irritating. And again, as you guys can clearly see, the speakers are on. And if I go here and I try to mute, hold on here, get out of the menu here. I'm trying my hardest not to show the movie on the screen so they don't copyright it. Okay, so I try to mute. Okay, you can see that right there. Mute, unmute, mute, unmute, nothing. And you see the volume level. I'm turning it up, absolutely nothing. So far, the only workaround that I have found is very similar to the workaround with the PlayStation, where you go to input and you go to something that doesn't currently have a signal to it. You select it, and now you're in this mode with no signal. And then you go, again, I'm trying to hide the film that I'm about to put back on the screen here to avoid copyright. You go back here, and that usually works. But this time it didn't work. So again, the audio is just out. And you might have to play around with this a little bit to try to see what variations of just switching back and forth until you can get audio back will work for you. And you shouldn't have to do this. This is an unoptimized piece of garbage at this point. Way too many issues to justify. And I'm just going to call it at that. When I don't have audio going to my Blu-ray movies, of my 4K movies, this is a problem. And the audio's up. There is no sound bar here. I'm using the TV, which, already had crappy speakers to begin with, if I'm being honest. The worst sound I've ever heard on a TV. And now this. At some point, there are just way too many problems. I love the HDR on this TV. It's mind-blowing, but enough's enough. So I'm probably going to be getting rid of this. I'm not happy at all. This is trash that I'm dealing with this, and I'm over it. I'm really over it. I'll probably do a final review to give you guys the good and the bad that I found in my time reviewing this, but this whole process, just from start to finish, it didn't go so great for me. As you guys can see, now the speakers for the TV went out, and I've already got fears about Vizio having random power failure issues, and for the speakers to already have some sort of power failure issue this early on, I'm out. So thank you guys so much for watching the #1 brand in honesty, and until the next video, I'll see you guys later.